Hey guys, Mikey here with Nexus Mag with your review of Titan Souls. For fans of Demon Souls and Dark Souls, this game is gonna feel pretty familiar. Just like in those two games, the basis of the game is going to be you running around killing bosses. The downside is that other than the bosses, there are no other monsters to fight in the overworld just like those two games, and that makes the game a little bland and a little boring. When you die, and you do die a lot, oftentimes the run up to the fight is going to last longer than the fight themselves. And with no monsters in the overworld, that can just be a little boring. The worlds are pretty massive and they do look nice, but that's pretty much all that there is to do when you're in the overworld, is just to look at the scenery. That said, the game is a very simple game with only dash, roll, and shoot. And the cool thing is that you have one arrow. So if you shoot your arrow and you need to retrieve it, you have to press a button and you can retrieve it like that, or you can run over it. If you do press the button to try to retrieve it, it does lock you in position, which can make this game have a little bit more of a tactic feel to it, because you have to pick your time to be able to retrieve your arrow. Pick the wrong time and you're going to get squished or flattened or smushed up against a wall or set on fire or frozen. A huge downside to this game though are the checkpoints that are in the game. If you die, you do get to start over from checkpoints instead of having to run all the way from back to the beginning of the game, but oftentimes those checkpoints are still pretty far away, and a lot of the times you're going to be spending 10 to 15 seconds just running back to the fight. That is going to last from anywhere from 1 to 5 seconds at the beginning, or 30 seconds if you actually run around and use tactics and kill the boss. All this seems to do is add just a time-wasting mechanic to the game and doesn't add anything of use. It gets frustrating and it gets quite boring pretty quickly. Overall, this is a great game for fans of Dark Souls and Demon Souls, but I think others should pass. The game has these great elaborate worlds to run around in, but it all feels really empty, and I think they were really just trying to stretch the gameplay. The boss fights often just involve running around trying to learn the mechanic, and then you can just kill them. You're going to die about 200 and 250 times over the 2.5 hours of this game, and I really think this game could have been an hour long if it wasn't for the fact that you have to run around from checkpoint to the boss fights. As for the good and bad parts of the game, the good is definitely the fights are very unique and they are very fun. It is a very simple mechanics and it is very easy to play, and it does have nice graphics as well. There is a nice variety of boss battles, but there just isn't a whole lot of them. And that brings us to the bad. A lot of the times running to the fights, like I said, is just tedious. It's a lot longer to actually run to the fights than the fights actually last. The deaths are also too easy. One shot and you're dead. It's a very short game, and the replay element is just the fact that they take away the be able to run, and it takes away your ability to roll. Overall, I give the game a 4.5 out of 10. And you can actually get this game for a couple of dollars on G2A.com, and if you can find it for under $3, I say go ahead and grab it. I think that you'll get your money's worth out of it. If you have played this game and you disagree with this review, please give us your review in the comments below. We would love to hear from you guys. Thanks for checking us out, and I hope you tune in next time for our next review.